everyone, I am Kaustup from Zero to Calisthenics. I am a rep certified calisthenics coach, and this podcast series is a right one for all of you who wants to start with the calisthenics, and even for the one who are already into it. Today, I am interviewing the founder of India's first calisthenics park, the Elysium Calisthenics Park. For those who don't know about this park, it has India's few of the top athletes, and they have inspired many to start with a calisthenics journey. They also have a 12-year-old boy doing muscle ups. Like, that's amazing, man. 12 years. I don't think I remember what I was doing when I was 12. On the other hand, they also seem to have one more person who is in his mid 40s doing muscle up. Doing muscle up at the age of 40s or plus, it's damn amazing. I wish. Okay, so let's just not delay. Let's just dive into the interview and know more about this place. So, hey, Kirsten, what's up? How are you?
Hey man, I'm good. Quite good. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome,
So,
man.
how
Thanks for
are
having me.
you at the park?
All good, all good. Everything's quite awesome at the park.
Yeah. So, are you ready for the today's interview?
Of course, bro. I'm quite happy that you've got me on board. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a little about yourself? Like, how old are you? Where are you from? And how did you get into calisthenics?
All right. So, I'm 27 years old. A calisthenics coach and athlete. Also, as you said, the founder of Elysium Calisthenics Park, which is India's first outdoor fitness park, official outdoor fitness park. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. In terms of calisthenics, I've been training in calisthenics for 3 years now. So yeah,
Wow.
that's a little about me.
So, like, where are you from?
I'm from Mumbai, based in Mumbai.
Okay. And how did you get into calisthenics?
So it actually goes, way back in time in college actually. Like I always wanted to, get into fitness, and just like, most people who were new into fitness, I didn't have a lot of knowledge. I had a really, naive thought process where I just wanted abs and big arms and all. That was my goal. But then, so I joined the gym, but I didn't really enjoy it. Eventually, I, did a little more research and I found out that this bodyweight training. So after doing a lot more research, after reading up about it, I started, training inside my own room. So I used to do like push-ups in my room, get a couple of chairs together, do dips. So slowly, I just kept doing it and I kept enjoying it. Eventually, I went to Australia for a couple of years to study my master's in sport management. And over there in Australia, there were like, calisthenic parks everywhere. So I used to go to those parks and I really, enjoyed the vibe. It wasn't like the gym vibe, it was more about people supporting each other, just having fun. And yeah, I kept doing it. I really liked it. And I realized, this is for me. It also taught me that, fitness is not just about having a good body. It's about feeling good, physically and mentally. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing to know that how your journey has been started. And I'm sure that you might have inspired a lot of people starting their journey with the calisthenics. And I knew few of them, like who told me that Kirsten has been doing this, and he inspires a lot to us. So,
Really
by
happy with
that,
that.
yeah. Okay, so by that, I always had a questions, okay, that I was always eager to know. Okay,
Yeah.
so how old is your park and when did you exactly start?
So the park is around 2 years now. It was officially open in March 2018. So I'm sure you know what the All India Strength is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the commencement of the All India Strength Elysium was also officially open. So yeah, it's been about 2 years now.
Oh, that's amazing, man. So what made you start the park?
All right, good question. So as I said, when I was in Australia, there were calisthenic parks everywhere. There were literally every suburb had a park and all. So wherever I went, I always had a place to train. But so during my master's was a 2-year course. After 1 year, I came back, to India for a vacation to meet my family and friends. And I realized there wasn't a single park around. I mean, there were like, pull-up bars and dip bars around the place, but you couldn't really train over there because there are like, so many people. Like India having such a massive population, there's barely any space around. So I had a little space in my backyard, and along with a few friends, like some of my mates who do calisthenics, we got together, we set up those bars, and yeah, we just, started training together. We started shooting a few videos and, putting them on Instagram. And then we started gaining a lot of attention. People wanted to train with us. So that's when I realized, like, it wasn't just Mumbai, people from Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, and different parts of India started connecting with me and my friends, and they were like, yo, can we come and train with you? So that's when I realized that there's not an official park yet in India, and I saw it as a good opportunity, to start something new. So keeping that in mind, that motivated me to start India's first calisthenic park. So that's how it started.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. That's amazing to know. Okay, so moving to the next question: if anybody wants to work out at the park, what are the procedure he or she must follow?
So what we do is we conduct a class in the morning and in the evening, every except on Sundays. The first session will be free for everyone. So that's like a free trial. In the free trial, we provide people with a basic understanding of the fundamentals of calisthenics. After their free trial, they can just acquire a membership, and they'll be assigned with a coach, and that's how they can begin their journey. It's quite straightforward. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, how did you guys come up with deciding that India's first competition will be at this park?
Okay, so that's another awesome question. It was actually a few things, a few pieces falling together and just turning into something big. So I can actually go deep and tell you about it. So I'm sure you know who Rajan is, Rajan Sharma. He's the founder of the All India Strength Wars. Yeah. So he had this idea in his mind that he wanted to start a calisthenics championship. So my friend Rohan, who I trained with, Rohan Singh, he and Rajan met up at a handstand workshop. So Rajan told Rohan about, his plan, and Rohan and all of us were friends. So then we realized, why don't we all get together? Rajan was the brainchild. He got Rohan involved. All of us boys got involved. I had the place. So then we thought, okay, let's all get together. Let's get our energies together and build something big. So that's how it pretty much started.
Okay, that's another amazing journey. Like, I have participated in All India Strength Wars Season 1 to Season 3, and I have seen literally the 16 competitors to coming hundreds of competitors from all over the country. Like, there has been a massive boom, right?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like, as compared to Season 1, like we've completed 3 seasons, the level has picked up tremendously, and it's brilliant to see athletes, throwing at such a crazy pace.
Okay. Yeah. So what are your future plans for the park?
So I just want to continue to grow it. Like the whole goal of the park was, to provide athletes a platform to showcase their skill and talents. So continue, giving athletes a platform, continue to innovate and get better equipments for the athletes, and hopefully in future, start spreading to all different parts of the country.
I wish you all the best for this.
Thank you so much, man. It means a lot.
So, one more funny questions after asking all the good questions to you.
Okay.
Who came first, All India Strength Wars or Elysium Calisthenics Park?
So it's the All India Strength Wars. As I said, Rajan had the idea. He told us about it. I had the park. So once he said, like, let's create the All India Strength Wars, we actually got together and we were like, you know what? Let's start this park as well and make it into a business. So AISW came first.
Okay. So, what differences have you seen in the initial months and now?
With regards to the park?
Yes.
Yeah. So, dude, the initial months were hard, man. Like, when we started the gym, I actually had a lot of a lot of obstacles coming my way and a lot of, negative energy. People were like, why do you want
Yes.
to start a park? Like, there are pull-up bars everywhere, gyms have bars. Why would people want to come to you? Like, I try to get investors involved because starting a business can be a little hard and you need, a little financial push in the start. So I'm not going to name people, but I did pitch my idea to a few people and I was made to look like a joke. They were like, why are you starting this? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. No one's going to come and train with you and all. So, overall, like, I kept thinking that, don't let any of this get the better of me. I didn't let any of those thoughts. I just continued, to invest my own money into it and all. So, with time, everything, we finally set up the park. But for almost the first 6 months, I didn't get any members because the whole thing was the education of people. People didn't know what calisthenics was. They used to hear the term calisthenics and they used to be like, what the hell are you talking about? So we had to, excuse me, we had to sort of educate people, try and tell them what it was. So the first 6 months were hard, but slowly, with the support of my friends, we started getting more people involved. We started getting like, from 1 became 2, 2 became 10, 10 became 15. And now I have, I'm close to hitting around 300 members at Elysium over the past 2 years. So yeah, it's been
Holy
quite,
crap.
yeah, man.
That's a big number.
Yeah, and I hope it
Yeah.
continues to grow. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna see around 3,000 people soon over there, like flooding.
I hope. Yeah, I'll definitely need
Okay.
to set up more parks then. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, how have the things changed personally for you and professionally for the park?
Personally, I know exactly what I want to do. Because when I started my journey as, into calisthenics, I just started it as something I really liked and I wanted to do as a hobby. And my entire goal as a person was to, be part of the sports industry. So like before calisthenics, I worked on various events, like the IPL, the ISL, the Pro Kabaddi League. Then I was in Australia,
Yes.
I worked on the Formula 1 Grand Prix and, various other sporting events. But I always had this entrepreneurial side of me, I always wanted to start my own business. So with time, as I realized, there was potential to start a park, I realized, yeah, this is something I want to do because I enjoy doing it and I wanted to do something in my life for work where I wouldn't complain, Because something that really saddens me is people hate what they do. They hate their jobs, they hate their bosses. Not everyone, but majority of people that I've been around. They hate what they do. And I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to wake up every day and be pumped, enjoy my life, enjoy what I do for work. So, personally, I've grown as a person, I've grown as a businessman, and I would say I've grown as a human being because, with the park, I have had a chance to deal with a lot of people, understand different personalities, understand people's thought processes. So that's helped me big time. And professionally as well, as I was saying, I love what I do. I really enjoy, training people. As I said, I'm a coach, I'm an athlete. I really enjoy training. I enjoy growing my own business. Like literally 90% of the work I do by myself. And it's just something I'm really grateful for. And it's something that makes me happy. So that's been a key for me.
That's like amazing to hear, Kirsten. It's really good thing that you're putting all 110% into your day, helping people reach their goals, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I have been training also clients. Like I have trained over 200 plus people, like in more than 2 years. Like just a personal clients, okay?
Yeah.
So I know sometimes I get burned out. Like some people, they will be like slow learner, fast learner, and a very medium learner. So how do you manage the burnout personally and with the clients?
So, as you said, and as a coach, I think you'll be able to relate. There are certain people who learn fast, certain people who learn slow. You just need to be really, really patient, as a coach, because if someone cannot do a single pull-up, a bad coach will be a person who yells at that person, who, puts them down. Whereas a good coach is someone who has the empathy and puts themselves in their student's shoes, tries to understand what their student is going through. So it's, just about being patient with your students and not losing your mind. Because there are times when I train there have been days when I've trained like 50 people a day. So it does get a little hard. But at the end of the day, as I said, it's something I really enjoy doing. If I was doing a desk job, sitting on the computer for like 8 hours a day, writing emails and all, that is something I wouldn't really enjoy. So I keep reminding myself that this is what I want to do. And it's something I really enjoy. So at the end of the day, the gratitude and happiness is something that, keeps me going and doesn't let me burn out completely. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you prefer to call it calisthenics or street workout?
Honestly, I like both names, But what I like about calisthenics, and for everyone listening, calisthenics is actually, it comes from the Greek word kalos and sthenics. Kalos meaning beauty and sthenos meaning strength. So that is something that gives a really, authentic feel to it. So I like calling it calisthenics. Yeah.
Okay. So, we have been training so many people, right? So we have seen different kinds of people, okay? So even you might have seen, so many people, just try to jump or attempt to try freestyle statics without having a good foundation, okay? So what are your thoughts on this?
I'm glad you brought it up. I think it's important for any beginner to realize that, the basics, the fundamentals are really, really important and you cannot skip it. Because even when all of us as athletes, as when we started, there was a time when we couldn't do muscle ups or even, smash out a lot of pull-ups. So you really need to work on your fundamentals. You need to make your pull-ups strong. You need to get your muscle ups strong, your dips, your push-ups in order to do freestyle. Because if you're just going to try and, do a freestyle skill on the bars without even being able to do a pull-up, you may hurt yourself, you may injure yourself, and that is something you do not want. You really need to have a good strong base. So my advice to beginners would be, don't skip your basics and just be patient. Eventually everyone grows at their own pace and they need to enjoy the process more than rushing into it. So yeah, that's what I feel.
Oh, cool. So I hope people get something out of this.
Yeah, I hope too, bro.
So yeah. What inspired you to start the Calisthenics Park?
To start the park?
Yes.
Yeah, as I said earlier, India didn't have a single park. They didn't have a single park. And realizing that India has massive potential in the field of calisthenics was something that made me start it. It was just that, when you realize there's something you can create which someone hasn't done before, that was the motivation for me. So I was like, this is something I want to do and it's something I want to grow. So that's what made me start.
So, as you told me earlier that you have done your masters from Australia, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what was your hardest phase of life while starting the park and how did you overcome it? Did anyone downgrade you? Like, you have this masters done in Australia. Why are you doing this? Why are you starting the park?
Oh yes. A lot of people. So, what I realized, as humans, everyone has opinions, but no one really understands what a person is going through. Because what I realized was, being in Australia was great. I really enjoyed those 2 years and all. But I realized that country wasn't for me at the moment. I still feel, I've been blessed. Like, I know a lot of people find it tough living in Mumbai, like a city of Mumbai, because, there's a lot of traffic. The weather can get really hot at times and all. But this city has been good to me. And I felt I had something to, give back. And at the end of the day, I keep talking about happiness and doing something that, brings a smile on your face. I enjoy doing calisthenics and I realized, the potential that India has for calisthenics is quite up there. And if I did not take this chance and I did not start it, I would have lived my life in regret. So honestly, I don't care what others think. A lot of people told me I was stupid to start the park, but I think I'm starting to prove a lot of people wrong because the growth has been tremendous. The park's been, growing amazing. And at the end of the day, we are creating some of the best athletes in the country. So What I would say is, for everyone listening, if you want to do something, do what makes you happy. Don't let the opinions of others influence you, because we're all born to live our lives. We shouldn't, live according to the ideologies of other people. So that's what it was something I wanted to do, and the opinions of others didn't matter.
Yep. So even I would say, and I 100% agree, that do what you love.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Does Elysium Calisthenics Park trainers suggest any kinds of supplement to the athletes working out over there?
Not really. Most of us at the park are, on a natural diet, and like as you know, like a lot of our people around, a lot of people are not really well-to-do. Like the calisthenic park, as compared to most gyms, like I've tried to keep my prices as cheap as possible, because I made this park for people who couldn't really afford to go to the gym. So a lot of these people can't really afford supplements and all. And the truth is, you don't really need supplements. If you can get your daily nutrition to natural food, you're pretty set. But if people require supplements, we do provide them, with certain examples of what we've tried. But yeah, if, as I said, natural food is the best thing for any person.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so on an average, how many people do you train at the park?
So currently due to the social distancing and overcrowding aspects, we currently have around 4 trainers, and each trainer trains about 5 to 10 students per class. We try not to go above that. But like there have been times when we've trained around 100 people at a time. So yeah, that was before the lockdown. Yeah, that was before the lockdown. There were times when we had so many, and we used to do massive group sessions and conduct games and stuff for people. And it was really, really enjoyable. Yeah. But at the moment we try to keep it less as possible. Around 5 to 10 per class.
Max, yeah. Coming to me, I have took like 40 people. We used to make them do like a multi-sport in multi-fit. Okay, so by the way, I'm in multi-fit.
Nice.
I make them do multi-sport. So whenever there are like 30 or 40 people, it is so much stress.
I feel
to
you,
me.
man.
I don't know what to do and what to handle, how to handle, but I still manage. I just cannot imagine how you guys doing with 100 people.
Yeah. As I said, it's so important to stay calm. It's important to stay calm and not really lose your head. Because there are times when, there have been times when even we haven't been mentally prepared. Like suddenly there's been an army of people come to the park and we're like, okay, there's a big group, let's get them all together. But it's always, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
Oh, it is. It's something I love doing. Right? I love training people. Yeah.
If a beginner walks in, how and what would you guys train him or her to start with calisthenics?
So ideally, when a beginner walks in, the first question we ask them is, what are their fitness goals? Because fitness goals vary from person to person. A certain person probably wants to build strength, whereas another person will want to burn fat. Someone wants to learn skills. So we try to understand their goals. But the most important part is, based on their goals, we train them on the foundations, which are their pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and squats. So, we provide them with different kinds of variations. So if a person cannot do a pull-up, we'll make them do eccentric pull-ups or Australian pull-ups. Similarly, if a person cannot do push-ups, we'll make them do incline push-ups. So, different kinds of variations, and just test their strength on day one. That's how we focus on our training.
Okay. So that's good. Good to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Tricky question. If you could teach only 5 exercises for the rest of your life at the park, what would they be?
Oh, easy. Just like I said last. Pull-ups, push-ups, dip, squats, and core.
Damn.
So in the core, ideally it would be at the Elysium. But yeah, if I can teach these 5 exercises, a person is pretty set, So yeah, the foundations.
What are your top 3 takeaway tips for the beginner?
Top 3 tips. Number 1 would be, don't forget the basics. Focus on your foundations. Make your foundations strong. Number 2 would be, know your goals. understand what you want to do. Like if your goal is to get into street lifting, work on your weighted stuff, get yourself towards it. Because when you have a goal, you can, you can train smarter. Similarly, if your goal is to get into freestyling, get your basics strong, start working on your explosives. And my final advice would be focus on yourself and don't compare yourself to others. Because as a coach and in calisthenics, as an experienced coach and athlete, what I've realized is everyone grows differently. Because like the shorter you are and the lighter you weigh, it can be easier for a person, Like for example, if a 50 kg person, whereas a person who's 110 kg, so I'm going to teach both of them pull-ups. The guy who's 50 kgs will potentially learn faster as compared to the guy who's 110 kgs, because the 110 kg guy is pulling heavier weight. So everyone grows at their own pace. It's really important to not compare and just enjoy your own journey. Those are my top 3 takeaways and advice to take.
Yeah. So guys, make sure you follow these 3 tips. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the people who say freestyle is easier than street lifting or statics, maybe even body weight training?
See, what I would say is everyone has an opinion and you can't really control their thoughts. To certain people, freestyle could potentially be easy because, like as I said, the lighter you weigh, you may learn moves faster. Whereas if I'm going to teach a guy who's 120 kgs, for example, if I'm going to teach him a muscle up 360, it will potentially be harder. So he may find, freestyle harder. Whereas someone who's much lighter and who's much more agile will learn, freestyle faster. So it's just difference of opinion and everyone has an opinion. It's just really important to know what you want to do. That's what I feel.
Yeah. By the way, even I have one more question regarding the beginners. Many beginners are always confused. Should I jump into freestyle or start with the static or go for training? What would you advise them?
What I would say is, see, when I started my calisthenics journey for one entire year, I only did the basics. Pull-ups, push-ups, dips and squats. Slowly I started getting my muscle ups. I worked on my core. So what I would say is, whatever your goals are, work on your basics, and with time, you will realize what you like. You will realize what you enjoy. Because even at the park, we don't force anyone. Like if a person wants to learn freestyle, we'll get him involved and we'll teach him skills. Whereas if someone is more interested in street lifting, we are happy to, help them go for heavy weighted stuff and all. So as I said, it's important to know what you like, what you enjoy, and just work your way towards that goal.
True, man. True. By the way, coming to your Elysium Instagram handle.
Yeah.
How did you manage to reach 10,000 plus followers on Instagram? How did you make it?
I would say it's just my passion to keep going on and creating content every single day, 365 days of the year. Because I can tell you one thing about me. Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their strengths. Similarly, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, but my passion to grow my business cannot be matched. Like it is right up there. So I am motivated every day to, create content, upload stories, throw out posts. And if you guys are following Elysium Calisthenics Park, there's a high chance every single day you will get to see at least 20 to 30 stories of people doing stuff. There are times when I post once or twice a day. And the truth about posting on social media, especially when it's not you, because Elysium is not about Kirsten Varela, it's about everyone else. Elysium is also not about the park, it's about the people who come to the park. So as I said, it's more of like a philanthropy organization where I'm trying to support people. Because truth be told, I'm very grateful for the life that I'm living. I've been blessed and I realized I have the potential to help others grow as well. Because when I was in Australia, I was at some of the best calisthenic parks. I was among some of the biggest athletes in the world. So I realized if I have a platform like that and India has so much of talent, why not create opportunities for them? So, creating posts every single day, throwing out content is something that I would say, has helped the park grow. And if you also notice my content, it's quite raw. I try to keep it as real as possible, not much
Yes.
editing. So when people watch the content, they actually get a feel of what it really is like. We try to show fails. We try to show every single achievement, every muscle up unlocked, every freestyle skill unlocked. And through these videos, through the content, you can actually get a feel of the energy, the vibe of the park. So just keeping it real, throwing out content every single day. And yeah, the parks on social media has been growing pretty well, and I'm quite pleased to see its growth.
Correct. So coming to the next with the same kind of question, do you feel any pressure of maintaining social media handle, or do people suggest you, Kirsten, why are you posting this? Can you post this? Like, do they suggest you anything, or just pressure?
As I would say, Elysium Calisthenics Park is my baby, so I can do whatever I like, and up till now things have worked well. Because as I said, before I got into calisthenics and before I started Elysium, I worked for, various events like the IPL and all these sporting events in India. So I did work as part of digital marketing and social media, and I saw and I understood the way, certain platforms work, the way people react to posts and stuff. But I was working for an agency and I realized so much of it is fake, They're just throwing out stuff because they're doing things for the heck of it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep things as real as possible. So people, I haven't had a lot of opinions from people. And even if there are opinions, I wouldn't say it's a problem. The thing about me is I just don't care, man. I'm just going to do my own thing. So, and it's been working. The content has been real as possible. Not too much of editing and all. And it's just going to keep being that way, because if I'm in control, I know what I want to do with it. I know exactly how to keep things real, how to keep the audience engaged. And it's worked out well. So I would say I'm quite pleased with it, and I'm hoping it continues to grow the way it is.
Cool. How do you deal with the negativity around social media?
Ooh, nice question. It's actually a really nice question.
Yeah.
So, well, the truth is, negativity and hatred is a byproduct of success. That's what I would say, Because the thing is, with Elysium and even myself growing as an athlete and what I do, which is very unique and niche in India, I've had a lot of support. But at the same time, I've definitely, attracted a lot of hate and jealousy. I don't really talk about it because I don't think it's, something that you focus on. But at the same time, it's there and it's something you need to deal with. So how do I deal with negativity? I would say with empathy and compassion. Because as I said, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I can proudly say that one of my biggest strengths is my empathy. Trying to understand people, what they're going through. So what I've come to realize is there's so much of hate on social media. And why do people hate? So rather than, attacking them back, it's important to get into their shoes and understand where that person is coming from. Because the only reason why someone would hate you or be jealous is because they hate their own life. So I have the empathy to understand that, and also have compassion for them. So if someone throws hate at me, I do not respond firstly to hate. But if it's someone who I know, and if they, don't really like what I'm doing or they're jealous of what I'm doing, all I can say is the compassion in me is always there. There's so much of hatred in this world, and I don't want to be another person throwing out hate. So I just try and, throw out a lot of positivity, wish people peace, love, and success. Even if you see my own post on social media, I try to, bring out a lot of optimism, a lot of compassion and empathy to people. So yeah, if anyone hates me, even if someone's listening to this and if they don't like me, all I can say is I just wish you peace and love. Whatever is troubling you, whatever is, consuming you to throw out hate in the world, I just hope it doesn't get the better of you and you start being a lot more positive and happy, and be happy for other people's success. Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. That's a really good thing. Thank you so much for putting it out. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this talk here.
How did you come up with the name Elysium and what does it mean? A big question.
Hey, I love this question. I love it when people ask me this. Okay, so Elysium is a Greek term which means a place of happiness and peace. So, and that's what Elysium Calisthenics Park is all about, It's a place where people come in, just to be happy, to find mental peace. Because one thing about our park, the Elysium, it's not just about becoming physically strong, it's about being happy. Because the truth is, there's so much of negativity in the world, as we were just talking about. People are suffering from depression, from anxiety, from various, mental health issues. So at the park, we try to understand our students a lot more. We have conversations with them. We help them grow physically, but at the same time, we try to understand what's troubling them and all. So our ultimate goal is to ensure people are happy and have mental peace at the end of the day. So that's what Elysium is all about, a place of happiness and peace.
Damn. I never thought that would mean that much and all.
Yeah.
Okay. Before ending up this podcast, do you want to say anything to the listeners?
Yeah, man, I just want to say, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, don't care what others say, just go for it. Because I always wanted to start my own business, and eventually it was a calisthenics park. Before starting the park, I made a mistake of, telling a few people this was my goal. And a lot of people made me feel like an idiot. They were like, no, what you're doing is stupid. So if you have a goal, remember one thing, there are always going to be people's opinions. People will tell you this is good, this is bad. It's important for you to know what you want to do. And if you have the passion, if you have a goal, stick through to it, stay true to it and just do what you have to do. Because eventually, if you really believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want. And to the athletes of India, listen to this. I wish all of you all luck. I hope all of you all, continue grow, continue pushing forward and, putting India on the world map of calisthenics. Because the truth is, India has such amazing talent. I have personally seen a lot of athletes. I've personally interacted with a lot of athletes. And we can definitely make it big on the world stage. So, to all the athletes, all the best to you. To all the people doing calisthenics in India, keep doing what you're doing. We need a lot more of us out there. We need to grow the community and just continue spreading peace and happiness. This world definitely needs more of it. Yep.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Well, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much, Kirsten, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, bro. I'm really, really pleased to be a part of this.
Yeah, man. I hope this story inspires many people and brings up the calisthenics community. What do you say?
Let's hope for the best, bro. People like us need to, continue doing what we are doing. And just like what you are doing with this podcast, I'm really, really happy that you are. I hope you get a lot more people on board and
Sure,
your
man.
podcast to be quite big and amazing.
Yep. I hope you have got to know everything you needed to know about Elysium Calisthenics Park and a little more about Kirsten. If you haven't got to know him, make sure to check him out at
Kirsten Varela, that's my Instagram, Kirsten Varela.
Yeah, on Instagram, and also make sure to check Elysium Calisthenics Park on Instagram. If you have any doubts, suggestion, questions, if you want to ask anything, you can mail us at ask@zero2calisthenics.com. It is ask@zerotocalisthenics.com. There will be tons of interviews coming around. Also make sure to follow me at the rate Kaus and also 02 Calisthenics page on Instagram. Peace out.
Peace. Thank you so much, bro. Take care.
Thank you.